Okay, welcome to my 1 to 99 construction guide. Now it doesn't matter if you're here because you have no idea what construction is or you're looking to find the best item to use or ways to boost your EXP. This guide has everything. Almost everything. Now to start off with, here are the table of contents. I'm not going to read every single one of these things because that is pretty pointless. Firstly, I will talk about these things. What you need to do first is buy a POH, which you haven't figured out, is a player-owned house. It costs 1000 GP, which in my opinion is nothing. I mean, if you can't afford that, you have no purpose in training construction, which I'll talk about later. And buying a POH, you need to talk to an estate agent, which are located on Falador, Sears Village, Varrock, and Ardune. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Um, you can find them by looking at the map for the icon on the right side of the video. A saw and hammer are required to build anything in your POH, except those things are in your tool belt. But if you're watching this for 2007 RuneScape or old school RuneScape, you have to bring a saw and hammer every time. And how to get to your POH? You can use I'm not sure what magic level you require. I think it's like 20 something. Might be 19, I'm not sure. You can use a teleport to house spell, or you can use a house tablet if you're members. I think you might need teleport members to use teleport to house. And that's how you get to your house. Or if you're very cheap and you do not want to waste your money on runes or a tablet, you can just use like a lodestone that is near your house portal, which I'll talk about the location of your house afterwards. So, here's the basic theory, I guess you can call, of construction. Construction evolves around upgrading your player-owned house. A player-owned house is pointless if you ask me. The only useful thing I found in it is a gilded altar and that's pretty much anything I found useful in it, or maybe the lector, something like that, whichever thing that lets you craft teleport tablets. Higher construction levels mean you can build higher tier rooms and furniture in your house. Construction will cost you, emphasized, a lot of money, close to 120 million GP, depending on the price you buy the items. And if you actually any items you like use to build furniture, you won't get back. It's just gone, which I actually like because it's a good money sink, and that's why construction is the rarest 99 in Evolution of Combat RuneScape. It's the rarest 99 because it's really expensive. So customizing your house. The layout, how you lay out your house, it's pretty much limitless, except the limit is listed right there. You can only have a maximum number of rooms, and to do that, you go to your settings tab, which should be in your bottom right hand of the bottom right hand of your screen, unless you're in RS3 and you've moved your interfaces around or you've hacked RuneScape somehow. And from there, I think it's called house options. It might be called something else, but it's just an icon of a house. You can press that, and you can see the maximum number of rooms allowed. You can change the color, and that's how you spell color in Canada. So if you're from America, don't leave a comment about that. And location of your house can be changed by talking to an estate agent. This will cost money. And here are the locations of where your houses can be. I do not want to mispronounce them, so I will not read them. And to see where the portal to your house is, you basically open the map, go close to that city, and you should see like a purple portal icon, and it'll tell you where the portal is. Now, what are rooms? Well, what do you think rooms are? I mean, rooms in a house. So you can build different rooms, and of course, rooms require a certain level to build. At the beginning, I think you can only make a garden and a parlor, that's which cost 5,000 GP each to make. And speaking of rooms, you require money to add a room to your house. That's also a good money sink. And as the room, like at level 1, I think they cost 5,000 each. Then the level 5 room, which is a kitchen, I think, it costs 10,000, and it just increments by 5,000 each time. And the maximum number of rooms, as I said before, are limited, but they increase as your construction level increases. Next, we have bonus EXP items, and these are the items that I could think of. If there are some more, just leave a comment. But the most commonly used one are sacred clay hammers. Now, actually, first of all, what I should talk about is, should you use bonus EXP items? In my opinion, if you're trying to save money, yes. If you're trying to maximize EXP, no. Which may sound ironic, but getting these items takes time to get, and you are better off getting more EXP just training construction rather than wasting time to get these bonus items, bonus EXP items. And okay, so first item we have a Sacred Clay Hammer, which is obtained from the Stealing Creation minigame. I'm not going to describe how you play that minigame at all because I've never played it, but I know you can use the Sacred Clay Hammer to train your construction faster, slower, but save money. Next we have the Constructor's Outfit. I hope that's what it's called. You get it from the Temple Trekking minigame. I cannot describe that minigame. I have never played it, but I know it is there. And the whole set gives you 5% boost, but the individual items give you like 1%. Somehow there's 4 items and somehow they add up to 5. Yeah, that's how it works. And then of course you have the Festive Aura, which gives a 50% EXP boost, I think, for 30 minutes. I mean, you can use it daily, so it's just a good way to save money since you don't have to do any work to get it, except if you don't have it, you don't have it. And butlers. Butlers. Since you're never going to get a butler in real life, you might as well get a butler in Runescape. Just kidding. And butlers, their main use is to fetch items from banks, unnote your items, or take your logs to the sawmill and bring them back as planks. Now, butlers cost money. Butlers, I'm tempted to say that over and over again. But butlers cost money, and if you do not pay your butlers, they will run away. Or actually, they won't do anything for you. And butlers, you can reduce the cost of butlers if you use if you complete the love story quest, which is a fairly hard quest. I mean, I haven't done it myself because I'm not a big fan of quests. I only do quests if I want to, if I think the reward is worth it. And butlers are recommended if you want to boost your EXP, but if you want to save money, don't use them. And I think this was the main reason you might have come here, which is the items to construct at each level. Read. I'm not going to say all that, okay? There's a table. It's pretty clearly laid out. If you have simple or you have logic, you should be able to read that. Now, the experience rates do not include bonus items. These are my EXP rates from playing personally. And let's move on to the next part. Items at each level if you're trying to get the most EXP. Up to 50, just use the cheap method. They're pretty much the same EXP rates. And there you go. Keep in mind this method will cost you maybe about 300 mil or something like that. So if you're, I mean, if you have a good job in real life, I mean, you could probably buy it, but I don't recommend you do. course, I forgot all about this god statues. They are free construction EXP. I think it's definitely worth it. I mean, construction is expensive as it is, and I will not be covering up this minigame or distraction and diversion. I don't know what you call it. But you can surely find a in-depth guide somewhere on YouTube. There has to be at least one, otherwise this website is truly fucked. And the EXP rates that I get at level 80 is about 110,000 EXP per month for free. The end. Of course, you can, if you haven't already, you better like this vid if you found it helpful. Otherwise, just fuck off. And subscribe for more RuneScape videos and leave any questions, suggestions, feedback in the comments. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of this guide.